Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information about Benidorm town and Spain in general. Happy Monday everyone. I hope this Monday will be positive for you guys and light beginning of a new work week. Today, as usual, we're here to discuss the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm's town. As for the situation, we're going to talk about it first. Then we will talk about what is happening on the streets of Benidorm. What is happening with all the garbage, with all the litter that we can see lately. What's basically going on. And if it is as bad as it sounds. And the last news will be about more and more people coming to Spain to spend the winter because it's supposed to be way cheaper than to stay in their home country. So let's start today's news update with this situation first. As you know, September has already started. Technically, it's still summer in Spain, although I always say that for me, it's calendar autumn already. It's from the 1st of September. And we can actually see from the day 1 of September quite a big difference in tourism. It's really calm, it's really quiet. It's true that on weekend there are still a lot of people and the hotels are still quite full, but there is no huge amount of queues anywhere. There's no huge amount in the old town. You can walk calm down the lovely old town streets, explore, discover all the new areas, go to the theme parks, and there are no such huge queues as it was previous months. So it's definitely a positive thing for us. Right now it's like a golden time for tourism here in Benidorm, as I love to say. As for the hotels, they started to lower the prices slowly. You know that August was the most expensive month of all. And right now prices will start dropping slowly but surely up until like end of November, beginning of December. Then January, February will be the lowest prices of all here in Spain and in Benidorm too. A lot of people are actually coming right now in September and October or early spring months because it's the best time to visit Benidorm. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is what is happening on the streets of Benidorm. What is all this litter, all this garbage, all these issues? Remember when we went to check the Rincón de Loix after the new law about the energy saving has come out? We went through all the Rincón de Loix area at night to see if there's any kind of change with the lights, if it's any different for tourists and for locals to have a walk here in the evening time. If you did not see that video, you can go check it out. I'm going to put it here in the comments down below. And the truth is that apart from the lights, we've seen quite unpleasant thing, which was a lot of garbage on the streets of the Rincón de Loix on the main avenue, basically going towards the Levante Beach. And I made a comment about it. I was saying that it's very, very strange that there's so much litter. However, surprise, surprise, it did not change from that moment. It went on and on, more and more each time. And now even newspapers, Spanish newspapers, started to comment these things and say what is actually happening in Benidorm. Is someone cleaning Benidorm? Because it kind of seems that no one does anything on the streets. The truth is that they are actually cleaning the streets of Benidorm. However, there is a huge lack of staff in the cleaning company. There's also a lack of machinery, and the main issue in some of the streets of Benidorm is that some of the areas, especially the Poniente, which is right there, the Poniente beach, there are a lot of new streets where people are already living because the properties have been built. However, these streets, although they exist, they are legal, but on the municipal plan for cleaning, they don't exist. It's like they're not there. So obviously all people who live there, they're using the service, they are putting their litter like garbage bags outside, but no one is taking them out because it doesn't exist. So Municipal Hall, what they do is they take the workers whenever they can from other areas to clean that area up. And in general, there's just a huge lack of staff. There is no time to clean all Benidorm in one single time, like at once every single day. The most clean areas are, for example, obviously Levante Beach. There are touristic areas to give like a better image of what it actually is. But once you go to smaller streets inside the city center, you know, where more locals are heading into, even the Rincon area, as we could have seen, you can see garbage bags, you can see a lot of like old furniture that people are taking out. This, by the way, is an issue because legally you're not supposed to take the furniture out early. You have to advise a specific company so that it would come and pick it up free of charge for you. Because if not, it gives like a bad image, but people don't care. They just throw all the things out whenever they want. And it definitely shows a bad image. Not only tourists are against it, they've noticed it obviously, but also locals here are protesting against so much litter, against so much garbage outside on the streets, that Municipal Hall has decided to approve a new plan for a new company that will be in charge of cleaning all Benidorm. It's sad because this summer season is basically over. You know, tourists have already had their negative opinion about the cleanliness of Benidorm town. So I wish it would have happened earlier. However, it's better now than never ever, right? So what they will be doing is to approve a plan for more than 330 million euros for around 10-15 years. And this is going to be a new plan with a lot more workers, a lot more of machinery, and hopefully, just hopefully, this will make a huge difference here in Benidorm town, will make a huge change, so that each time when people will be actually coming here, they will notice the difference. I'm just glad that Municipal Hall know there is a strong issue with it. I'm glad they know there is a problem. I'm glad they know how to fix it. I just wish they would do it way faster than it is actually happening right now. If you were lately here in Benidorm, let us know if you also noticed the amount of unclean streets, the amount of litter somewhere on the streets, or if on contrary you did not notice this issue at all. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all is the big amount of European tourists that actually choose to spend the whole entire winter here in Spain instead of their home country. You know that by law, those countries that are outside of European Union but are still like in Europe, you can actually spend here in Spain as tourists up until 90 days in some certain period of time. So a lot of people actually use this time to get away from the cold winter and come to spend it in Spain, especially because these months they're quite cheap, I must say, in here. And the most interesting part is that in some of the countries, which I did not know, the prices are even higher than they are here in Spain, the prices for the electricity as well. So people actually go to Spain because it's cheaper. For us, it's getting really expensive here, but it kind of seems that there are countries where it's slightly worse than here. So people choose Spain to spend their winter, especially those who are retired, people already who receive a pension, who can move freely wherever they want, free as birds, you know. They don't depend on any kind of work or holidays, etc. But also there are people who are working online from their computer. They're working from home, for example, which is called telework here in Spain. Basically they also are free to move wherever they want, and they're using this advantage to come to Spain because the weather here is amazing. And if it's slightly cheaper be here than in your home country, why not to do so, right? The most popular destinations in this case are coastal areas, obviously. There's all this Costa Blanca Mediterranean area with a mild, warm climate. Calpe, Benidorm, Alicante, Altea, Albier, like all this zone is extremely popular for people to come during winter. And these are the zones. Apart from them, there are islands as well. Balearic Islands and Canarian Islands are one of the most demanded ones as well to come. And who are actually coming right now? I was surprised to see that there are a lot of British people actually coming to spend the winter in here, as well as Italians, which I was really surprised because their climate is not as bad also, you know. However, maybe the prices are really high, I suppose, for the electricity especially. So Italian people are coming too, and Germans in general, and Scandinavian countries, they were coming here for a long time during winter periods for a warmer, sunnier, a little bit climate change for winter time. Especially people who don't have any kind of children, you know, they don't have any obligations, they can just travel wherever they want, and if it's cheaper, perfect, fine by them. So this is what's actually happening. 3 months in a warm climate is cheaper than in their home country. Let us know if you're thinking to do the same thing, or if you would do so, move to another country for a couple of months, example to Spain, to Benidorm. If in your country it will be way more expensive to stay during these months, if you would have this opportunity. Let us know here in the comment section. And now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you who will be coming shortly to Spain for your holidays, so long awaited holidays. There are some clouds here in Benidorm today, early in the morning, as you can see. And also in a lot of parts in Spain, especially rain on the north parts. But here, it's just going to be sunny with a little bit of clouds, which is normal, typical weather here in Spain and in our zone by September months. Not a lot of people are on the beach right now, I must say, because it's still quite early in the morning. But in general, this is what we will be seeing for the next couple of weeks. Free beach to lay down wherever you want, and all these empty paid sunbeds. As for the temperatures, they will be rising slightly here in the Valencian community, and in the rest of the areas they will remain the same. Here we will have around 31 degrees. In Murcia and Andalusia we might reach up until 36, 37. But just at some certain points of the day. In Alicante 31, Barcelona 31, Granada 33, Malaga 36, Sevilla 32, Madrid 29, Murcia 37, Balearic Islands 33, Canarian 26 to 29, and Valencia will have 32 degrees today. The water temperature is still lovely, it's 27.4 degrees. This was the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm town. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you enjoyed the views of our lovely Levante Beach here in Benidorm town. And I wish you amazing holidays if you're having one shortly here in Spain or wherever you decide to go. I see you already on Wednesday with a new video here on the channel Benidorm by Ana. Bye!